Hey, what's going on? Nick Unsworth here, and this video is about how to launch a product, brand, or coaching program within 90 days. Buckle up.
Hey, what's going on? Nick Unsworth here, and I'm a kick-ass business coach, and I'm on an absolute mission to help you find your purpose in life, to help you love what you do for work every single day, to help you be the rock star that you are meant to be, to make more money than you ever thought was possible, and to have more time freedom so you can actually enjoy the life that you're living. I'm here to help you set your life on fire.
All right, so we're back, and so we're out here at my crib out in San Diego, a little bit foggy today, all good, and I'm gonna dive in here on this session about how to launch a product, a brand, or a coaching program within 90 days. And why this is so important is because at the end of the day, if you want to be an online marketer, you want to be an online expert, you want to build a blog, you want to build a podcast, you want to have an online telesummit, you want to be an author of a book, be a speaker, if any of those are your goals, then you've got to start to take your knowledge that you have in here and get it out into something tangible. And the great thing is that when you're creating one of these products or information products, the great thing is that they don't have to be a physical book. That's something that's awesome and amazing, but you can take your knowledge and you could put it to, think of how easy this is. You could put it to a Word document, print it and save it as a PDF, and boom, you now have something, right? That's something that you have could be sold for 10 bucks, 100 bucks, depending on what your niche is and what your industry is. So the act of getting the knowledge in your head and then out into an information product is absolutely key. And why that's key is because that allows you to build up your expert status and allows you to start charging for your knowledge. So many times I see that entrepreneurs take their knowledge and they're always giving and giving and giving it away, and it's now time where you can use that as part of a marketing funnel to give away your time to add value, but then you want to start to sell and package your knowledge. So when I think about just a quick story about how I got started is one of the critical moments in my life where things shifted was because I actually packaged my knowledge. And so when I got started as a Facebook marketing expert, I was 50,000 bucks in debt. I took the first step. The first step was I learned the industry. All right, so this is step number one. You've got to get your knowledge. You've got to be solid at what you do before you want to package your information. So in my opinion, the best way to do that is to get your own customers, right? So I went to the local market. I gave away 60 minutes of my time for free sessions to anyone that would talk to me. I mean, if you're getting started, it's your job. You owe it to yourself to go out, pound the pavement, and go out and get customers. Now, I looked at it and said, well, who am I to be a Facebook marketing expert? Because I was brand new. I had only bought a couple information products from someone else. I started to learn the industry, and now I had to go out and become real. I had to go out and get some customers. Now, how do you get customers? Well, for me, it was I needed to add value first, and I went out and said, hey guys, I'm doing 60-minute free consultations, and people are like, what's the point of that, right? What's in it for me? And what's in it for you at the time was, well, if I talk with you for 60 minutes, I'm gonna then create a 2-page social media marketing plan and give it to you. And that's how I added value for prospects. That's how I got out there. That's how I started having conversations with other people, right? And I did that by going into networking meetings. I did that by going to the Chamber of Commerce, to bni.com meetings. And it was so key because I got myself in the environment and put myself in a position to be in front of prospects and make money. So as I did that, I was doing these every single day, over and over and over, these free 60-minute calls, talking to people, asking for referrals. And then I finally started getting some customers. And I started at 200 bucks, right? Start small. Whoever knows less than you can coach them, you can consult them, and and they can hire you, right? So I started to gain my knowledge in the local market. I then networked up. I got an anchor client, which just means get a client that's influential, and your brand and your business will grow really fast. So once you have clients, right? Once you've got clients, then that experience from those clients is the foundation of a really good information product. Because if you're just theorizing about what it is that you do, that's one way to look at it. But if you're a coach or a consultant, or you're providing a service for entrepreneurs, you want to prove your stuff that your stuff works, right? So I got customers. I proved that Facebook advertising works. For one of our new Firestarter elites, Sue Zimmerman, the Insta gal. She does Instagram marketing for business owners. Well, she's proved Instagram marketing on her business, but then she has anchor clients like Michael Port, major author and business owner, and she's proven that her strategies work on other people too. So, get customers, prove that it works, and then you can take that knowledge and then you can package it. And what I would recommend is when you're packaging this knowledge, there's two ways to look at it. Number one, take some of that experience in that case study, that success story, and do a guest blog post, right? In my case, as a Facebook marketing expert, I could take that knowledge and do a free guest blog post, and I could put a photo together. I could do the 7 steps for Facebook marketing. I could write this thing out, and I could just reach out to socialmediaexaminer.com, Mashable Social Media. These are publications that have hundreds of thousands of people that tune into them. And I could take that information, give it to them, and they could share it to their network, their platform, their audience. And for me to do that, I go from Nick Unsworth, who the heck is this guy, to the Facebook expert that people start to see and trust and see as an expert. So one of the best things you can do for yourself is take your content from the experience with your clients, share it as a guest blog post, because they have the reach. If you take that content and you share it on your own blog and you don't have any subscribers, no one's going to know it's there, right? So you take your content, bring it somewhere influential. If you're in the dating and relationships niche, go to a big blog in that industry. You could be in the cooking industry or niche. You could take it to the top person or chef that has a big platform or a magazine that's about cooking or recipes. And so take your knowledge, do some free content to a big platform, because then you build your credibility extra fast. That allows you to then be seen as an expert. That allows people to then seek you out. And when you get on a platform like that, other people are going to ask for you. They're going to want more of you. Be a consistent writer for them. Can you do one guest blog post a month? Could you do one per week? In the interview I did with Michael Stelzner, that was a few episodes back, one of my favorite interviews too, by the way, he talked about this impact where when someone writes for him, it builds fame and celebrity within our social media niche, and they go off and they do their own thing. They might write for him for a year, and the next thing you know, they're getting so much action and so many people want to hire them that they go off and do their own thing. So that's just a shortcut. Make life and make your business fun and easy. So it's get customers, make money, share those success stories for free as guest blog posts, and then the key step is package that knowledge. Package those success stories into an actual information product. Because once you do that, it becomes real, right? The first step on that is you could package, you could make 3 short videos that are 5 minutes each or 10 minutes each. And that could be an opt-in on your website. That could be a reason for someone to want to give you their email address and get into your funnel, right? And get into your business. And that could be you taking a PDF and giving the 15 resources that every internet marketer should know, or the 15 resources that every chef needs, or what I mean? It's like whatever your niche is, you could take a Word doc, create a PDF, and package that up, and that could be an opt-in offer so that people want to give you their email address. In my case, I did a thing called, when I first launched the nickunsworth.com blog, it was the 7-day social media success crash course. And this thing was, I bought courses, I learned the industry, I started to get a couple customers, and it was 7 videos that I dripped over 7 days, and I taught 10-minute, 15-minute clips on what I knew at the time. And it added value for people that didn't know anything. And as soon as I did that, it elevated my status as an expert because I had something to give away. So do that as an opt-in offer. The next thing you want to do is create a course that you can sell. And this could be a coaching program, this could be a course, whatever your niche is. And what I want to encourage you to do is what we call build as you go. So if you create a course and you start selling it, and let's say it's $1,000, that course, if you package that up and it caters to your market and it solves problems that they have, and if you can prove that it works because you have customers, you're set. So if I were to sell a course on Facebook advertising, I know from experience that it's worked for me. I've built a multiple 6-figure business very fast because of Facebook advertising. Then I proved it further by getting customers and helping them do 5-figure webinars and drive 6 figures of sales. So now that I want to sell a $1,000 course teaching people how to do Facebook ads, I can reference those success stories. I can reference my stories, and that's why someone would actually buy it, right? So when you package your knowledge, you want to make sure that what you're selling is going to add enough value that is about 10 times what they're paying. So if I sell a $1,000 course, I know that it can and will add $10,000 worth of value, because you want your customers to buy the course, love it, take action on it, and then keep moving forward and want to buy your next course, right? So you want to make sure that you know your market, that you take what it is that is their biggest challenge or frustration, survey them if you have to, ask them what their biggest challenge or frustration is, and then make the product that's going to suit them and solve that problem. So packaging that kind of a course, the build as you go method is you sell a course, you have a start date, right? That start date, deliver it live. You know, so many people sell a course for $1,000 and you get a login. You know, be different, go the extra mile, and when you sell a course, say that you're going to give them live access to you. You're going to do it over 6 sessions, that's 6 hours, and then if you have to throw in a 30-minute one-on-one call with you. Build this thing out so that if you know the outcome you're selling is that they can make an extra $5,000 as an entrepreneur from whatever marketing tactic that you have, then just deliver whatever it is that's going to guarantee that they get those results. Be different, be unique, and if you're just getting started, you have to go the extra mile of over and above and beyond what other people are willing to do as well. So these are just some of the foundational steps to where once you start to package your knowledge and you start to create these information products, what's so key about that is it elevates your brand positioning, it elevates your revenues, and it's scalable. And I gotta say that no matter what it is that you do, if you can have information products and coaching programs and sales like this, they're all margin, right? So once you start to deliver it digitally, it's all margin. And it allows you to advertise online. So this leads to a greater conversation, so I'm not gonna dive into how and why this really ties into a larger strategy from a business standpoint, but it's a channel where when you have these information products, it creates a revenue line item for you. It allows you to advertise in your business and drive traffic, build up your customer list, build up your email list, build up your authority, and then have enough freedom and flexibility and cash flow to do other things in your business as well. So what I'd like to do from here is this conversation there's a lot to it. You know, creating information products, coaching programs, there's a lot going on. So what I want to do for you is I want to hook you guys up. I've got an amazing client named AJ Amex, and he's one of our Firestarter elites. So he's at our top tier, you know, $36,000 a year coaching client. Guy's a total stud. He's an expert on Twitter. You've probably seen him on some of our Life on Fire TV episodes. And what he specializes in is taking the complex topic of taking your passion, what you love to do, and breaking it all down into a business in less than 90 days and creating the strategy behind that. Because one of the things that we recognize is that many people get stuck where they first figure out, all right, my life on fire would be doing X. And then it's like, crap, I'm paralyzed. What do I do next? I'm overwhelmed. And how do I actually do the stuff that Nick is talking about? So this webinar is going to be some of that roll up your sleeves, you know, how to, and AJ's really, really great at this stuff. So we've got a live webinar coming up. If you're watching this after the fact, we'll have a replay for you guys. And what's really cool is that we're going to break down further details in a step-by-step fashion about it's the advanced of what I'm talking about here. This is like the appetizer. We're going to give you the full course and all the meat and potatoes on packaging, building, and launching your information product, your coaching program, so that you can set your business and life on fire and get to that next level faster. So all you have to do is go to lifeonfirewebinar.com, and that's going to give you access to this live session with AJ and myself. We're going to break everything down, totally hook you guys up with some great content with a step-by-step approach. And again, just go to lifeonfirewebinar.com and to get access to that, totally free, on the house for you guys. And then just stay plugged in. You know, we're making these videos, we're working our butts off, you know, 3 times a week bringing these things out, and just stay connected. comment, interact, get on the webinar, ask questions on the webinar when we're live, because the more that you immerse yourself in the Life on Fire tribe, the more that you ask questions, the more that you interact with us, the faster we're going to be able to help you. So lifeonfirewebinar.com. Let's get connected. Let's work together, and we'll help you get there faster. You guys have a great rest of your day. We'll see you soon. Cheers.
I'm here to help you set your life on fire.